to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was for the week August 28th to September 3rd, 2009. The official website for the Superman Batman Public Enemies animated movie has been updated. The website now contains character profiles and image gallery and will soon contain downloadable files and a virtual collector card sweepstakes. Meanwhile, an 8-minute first look at the direct-to-DVD animated feature has been posted on YouTube. Warner Bros. Released a lengthy interview with screenwriter Stan Berkowitz in which he discusses bringing Jeff Loeb's Superman Batman Public Enemies story to animated life. Warner Bros. Also released an interview with Clancy Brown, who returns to the role of Lex Luthor for this animated movie, which will be released later this month on September 29th. Check out both interviews at the Superman homepage, along with a few new images. Lastly, while it's not exactly Superman related news, it was pretty big comic book news this week nonetheless, when Disney announced it had purchased Marvel Comics for $4 billion. MTV's Splash Page reports that Justin Hartley's Green Arrow is set to be joined by a female sidekick in the form of the superhero known as Speedy. She'll likely be making her Smallville debut in the November episode Crossfire. While TV Guide magazine noted that on the villain side of things we'll see Major Zod and his Kryptonian cronies Faora and Basket, as well as Toyman, Metallo and Roulette. As for the Justice Society of America, we might be seeing Hawkman, Spectre, Dr. Fate and the Atom. Speaking of the JSA, writer Jeff Johns posted on his Twitter page that he had an amazing week at Smallville, supposedly with the writing team, and noted that his Season 9 episode titled Society will be a JLA versus JSA story. Jeff also posted an image of the Superman symbol with the words, "He has risen," above the date of Smallville Season 9 premiere. What it means is anyone's guess. The CW released a sneak peek video clip from Season 9 of Smallville on iTunes. Available as a free download, the video clip features a 3-minute scene in which Daily Planet reporter Lois Lane meets a mysterious stranger, John Corbin, played by Brian Austin Green, as they both investigate the scene of a monorail crash and the appearance of some intriguing graffiti. The complete clip is free via the US iTunes Store, or you can check it out via YouTube. Remember, the premiere of Smallville Season 9, titled Saviour, airs on the CW at 8 PM on Friday, September 25th. Our own Barry Fryman wrote an in-depth article titled Superman's Pal's Dead Brother Jimmy Olsen, which delves deep into the archives to research Jimmy Olsen's family through the character's history in light of what happened to Aaron Ashmore's character in the Season 8 finale of Smallville. Check it out at the Superman homepage now. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing episodes of the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Check out his review of The Mind Machine, in which gangster Lou Krennic wants Dr. Stanton to use his mind machine to stop witnesses, including Lois, testifying at a hearing. The 9th of 12 Superman comic strips from the weekly Wednesday Comics publication from DC Comics is now available to read online at USA Today's website. Looks like the story is finally making some ground. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Superman 691, which was reviewed by Neal Bailey, who gave this issue a 3 out of 5, saying, "As a continuation of the ongoing Patriot story, this rocked." Neal also reviewed Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen #2, saying, "It's either too deep for me to fathom as a reader, or the writer is skating," and he gave it a 2 out of 5. Wednesday Comics #8 was reviewed by Barry Fryman, who said, "There's a huge shift in Superman's emotional state without any build-up or character growth to affect that change." While James Lance looked back to November 1996 to review Justice League A Midsummer's Nightmare #3, which he rated a 4 out of 5. Superman comic shipping this week from September 2nd include Justice League Cry for Justice #3, Supergirl Annual #1, Wednesday Comics #9, Superman New Krypton Volume 2 hardcover, and DC Library JLA by George Perez Volume 1 hardcover. Arby's restaurants across America will be offering Justice League Unlimited bobbing head heroes for little kids and big kids alike. There are 6 paper bobbleheads to collect: Superman, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and The Flash. For a secret bonus, build the Superman head bobbing hero inside out and you get Bizarro. Superman homepage Super Trivia quiz has been updated for another month. The 3 questions we're asking you are: what is the title of the 17th and final Fleischer Superman cartoon? What planet is the character Mon-El from? And who has been cast in the role of Zod for Season 9 of Smallville? If you think you can answer all 3 questions, come by the site now and submit your entry. That's all the Superman related news there was for the week August 28th to September 3rd. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Welcome to a new Bailey Planet. Mikey B wants to know about the prospect of a new movie minus Krypton, Smallville, etc. due to the trial, or the trials, or the emotions, or the continued suits, depending on how you want to look at it. Also the fact that WB now has to put a rush on starting production. First off, I don't think that they have to put a rush on starting production, and I don't think that they're going to. But that's just my layman's opinion, and that's mostly based around the fact that I don't think that the WB are letting this stop them from doing anything that they want to do with Superman characters, because number one, they have a clear precedent, and number two, they have iterations of these things that have nothing to do with the version that Siegel and Schuster own. But that's my lay legal scholarship there, which in other words means that I'm just talking out of my... But, I think that if they got through the Superboy debacle and they're still using Superboy in the comics, I think that their policy is going to be to tread lightly around it for a little while and then make the movie after this is settled. So if anything, I think it'll make it go later. And I think what's going to happen is the heirs of Siegel and Schuster, who had nothing to do with writing the story, are going to get a big lump of money dropped on them, and then hopefully the matter will be resolved and they can move on and make a good movie, because it's a long time coming and it really needs to be done. It's been 3 darn years. People are going to lose the brand recognition from the last movie, whether they use the same characters or not, and the average show on the street is not going to know that much, because we're already most of a generation past the Christopher Reeves movie, and while you there sitting there watching this and me are used to the Christopher Reeves movie, your average kid knows little more than the Brandon Routh Superman, and even that's fading fast in the memory of Transformers and G.I. Joe's perish the thought, which is just the way that things cycle. And in about 20 years they'll be all nostalgic for the way those old movies used to be, and then they'll exploit the market like they exploit us. But yeah, I don't think that they would make a Superman movie without Krypton or Smallville being allowed as factors. But if they write a movie around it, who knows?
Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.